VTuber called out for blatantly copying MegalodonVT. Oh boy, it's the same old where copying is bad. Let's get it.
So it seems to be over for one VTuber who has apparently been copying MegalodonVT. Now, if you guys see the title of this video, it's probably going to be like, you know, VTuber gets called out for copying Megalodon or something like that, right?
Classic.
But
or
no, this is a
right, like not only copying Megalodon, it's basically every starting VTuber who unfortunately have like similar traits or similar colors, similar like similar body type, or similar like animal like features. Yeah, it's that bad that even like the slightest resemblance of a big feature, that like the big VTuber, established VTuber, they will just go on a witch hunt.
Joke, because it is pretty funny to see the situation that's been going down as someone has been trying to start a little bit of drama and ended up falling completely flat on their face, and it's been quite funny to see. And yeah, it's involving Megalodon. And yeah, this post came out essentially saying, are we not going to talk about how this Dawn VTuber is blatantly copying MegalodonVT? Like,
Who should tell him? Who should we tell him?
they look exactly the same. When did copying other people become so normal? Well,
Bro,
as you can see, these are the two VTubers here, right?
Bro woke up under a rock, and bro's name is VTuber Lover. Bro, this is not it. This is not it. You don't just go on Twitter, and if you see something you don't like, you don't straight away just post it straight away. Might as well do some research. Please do some research before tweeting.
We got MegalodonVT.
Like, save yourself the embarrassment.
On the right here, and we've got Dawn, who is obviously known as Mommy Dawn. Now, again, if you guys know who MegalodonVT is and what she does, these are both her accounts. Like, it's so stupid. Someone has tried to call out the Dawn account for copying MegalodonVT. And then Megalodon replied by saying, who's going to tell them? Because essentially, yeah, you can see here in the added context, they're saying Mommy Dawn is a Megalodon ASMR persona. They are the same person. Mega/Dawn is just a really good voice actor, which is why they sound like two completely different people. And yeah, I think it's pretty obvious, you know. I don't know if they don't actually kind of include their links.
You know what? Like, it reminds me. I know like another VTuber that really resembles some. All right, if anyone knows who is like Lulu Lasso, VTuber, I swear to God, Lulu Lasso sounds so close to Ceres Fauna. If you don't know who Ceres Fauna is we you know, like Ceres Fauna, the like from, oh my god, like Hololive, yes, before she, you know, like she graduated. Unfortunately, kind of sad. We miss our mother nature, but right now, yeah. And also, like, she sounds closely to Nimi Nightmares as well. Yeah, like I can't believe that Lulu Lasso is so, like, the way she speaks is so close to Nimi Nightmares and Ceres Fauna. What a coinkydink. And I see like a lot of like the fans would straight call out, like, every time like I check her chat on Lulu Lasso chat, like there's some chatters who would make a correlation, like, oh, you sound like Fauna. Oh my gosh, man, I miss Fauna,
So I guess maybe that's why they can get confused. But again, they do include this here saying BFF Mommy Dawn. So of course they have them in their kind of bio and things like that, so you guys can see it. Obviously they put them as BFF. Obviously we know it's the same person, but it is quite funny to see this person going pretty insane, right? And then they put here, oh, and now the comment sections have been absolutely filled with people saying, does he know? Because they're the same person. MegalodonVT equals Mommy Dawn. Come on, dude. Use your 2 brain cells here. And I do think it's quite funny because obviously, you know, there's a lot of VTuber fans, and I don't know if this person was genuinely trying to stir up drama or whatever. I feel like maybe they were a little bit. But again, sometimes, you know, it is hard to tell whenever a VTuber has an alt account, right? Because sometimes, you know, with the case of Megalodon, she actually makes her characters look very, very similar, right? Obviously, one of them just looks a lot more kind of, I guess, mature, I think you could say. So you can kind of tell that it is the same person, but a different account, right? But some people, for example, you know, they use a completely different model, right? They have a completely different persona, completely different, you know, kind of design, completely different color scheme, completely different whatever, and people can't tell it's them, right? But this one, it's so close to the original design that it's quite funny that, you know, they didn't pick up on the fact that maybe this is just the same person. Because if this was someone genuinely trying to steal the model from Megalodon and trying to copy her and her design, I think this would have been called out years ago, right? Because it would have been the most blatant model copy of all time. But, you know, of course, you know, nobody's called that out because it's the same person.
Yeah, probably like next time, if you know, like, if you don't want to get called, like if you don't want to get called out for like blatantly copying, just like duplicate the model and change the color. Yes, like that would get them riled up. Like you look just like the same, but in a different color.
Which I think is quite funny. People saying, my man really went full force for this. Saying, investigated so hard, you accidentally accused the creator of stealing from themselves. Bro. Delete this before you accidentally accuse Clark Kent of copying Superman. Oh, you sweet summer child. Who's gonna tell, bro? I took a look at them and I can't believe the flagrant copy. They even used the same voice actor. Oh my god. Who's gonna tell them? So, just maybe they're the same person. They're the same person, my guy. Get with the program. I'm going to give you some slack since you've seen you've done this out of concern and respect, but please search this stuff up before you post, man. That's bait.
That's bait.
Saying, oh wait, you're serious. So again, it's been quite funny saying they're the same person, dog. This has to be bait, right? Or you stupid on purpose. And it's been pretty hilarious because people have been memeing it as well with their Megalodon's replies too. Obviously, yeah, she says who's going to tell them, and lots of people saying I can't believe Mega's merch company is allowing the Mega copy on their site too.
Can't believe
POV,
it, man.
Mega on her way to the front door. Like, bro, what the like, what do you have to say for yourself, Dawn? Same energy, which again, you know, there's so many different kind of things. Saying corporate needs to find, yeah, it needs to find the differences between these pictures and this picture.
Oh,
they're the
shit.
same mommy. Which again, yeah. Can I confess that I had this exact same thought a few months ago? I needed a friend with a functioning brain to tell me I was dumb. At first, I thought Mama Dawn is Mega Mom.
Oh my gosh. Yo, you know what? I had this same opinion. Like, for the first time when I see like Dawn, like her other persona, I thought it was Mega's mom. Fuck, man. Oh man, please, we need more hags on the space, man. We need more hags. We need to hag Max.
Mega's mom, which again, I think so. You know, I can understand maybe why it is a little bit confusing, due to the fact that there is no kind of, you know, real links to MegalodonVT on the Dawn account. Right, there's no like links to her or anything. Now, of course, on the Megalodon account, as we covered, it is there on her bio, so that makes a little bit more sense. But I think maybe if you were to look at this page on its own and see, oh, she looks pretty similar to Megalodon, then maybe you could get a little bit confused and you could get a little bit like, you know, worried as to whether someone's copying her, because people impersonate and copy all of the time, right? It's a big thing, and yeah, it is pretty.
All I could say that the previous account that accuses like Megalodon, their heart is in the right place, but the brain isn't. You know, like I'll give them credit that like sometimes like there's always got to be like imposters out there on the internet, and I do believe that what they did is, like out of concern, out of love, or out of the fact that, like, there's always gonna be imposters, like, may or may not know, like, it's best to, like, call them out. And even if, like, you made a massive blunder and get bodied in the comments, it is what it is, as long as the heart is in the right place. But next time, do a little bit of research before posting, my guy. You get a pass for this, but don't do it again.
Concerning that, the amount of people that try to copy and impersonate, as we covered with the whole Samako Saba situation, which, by the way, I do have an update on, and also other VTubers as well that have been getting impersonated recently, which I've been kind of getting into the investigative parts of. So yeah, we'll definitely take a look at that one at some point, but it has been pretty interesting, right? I've said that is literally her, bro. It's Megalodon's NSFW ult. Saying, does he know? And yeah, obviously that's a common thing with VTubers as well. Not just having a VTuber ult in general, but having a VTuber NSFW ult where they post other things. And obviously Megalodon's gone for a little bit of a different kind of style with having like a kind of different style of VTuber, right? Some people just like to post other stuff on the account and just leave it at that and just kind of keep their same persona.
Yeah, like, even if you want to post something, like, let's say, for example, like, if you wanna like experiment other stuff, it could be like performance, it could be like ASMR, or it could be like any other like niche that you wanna try out, you can. But like, my advice is that if you want to experiment other niches, make a channel for it, because it will be like neat and clean, it'll be organized, and your audience would know, like, oh, I want to check like her ASMR channel, so for her ASMR content, so I'll better go to the ASMR channel to watch or to listen to some ASMR channel, which is, straightforward. Versus, like, if you post everything on the main channel, your community will get confused. Like, they will confuse, like, oh my gosh, the next upload would be, I don't know, like, is it like gameplay, or is it like announcements, or is it like ASMR? So better make different channels than like mixing any content on the main channel.
But they do the spicy stuff on the other account, right? But with Megalodon, she's actually gone for like a full persona, which honestly I think is pretty cool, right? That's a nice kind of cool project to work on and kind of get behind, right? But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think what we kind of love the situation is maybe do a little bit more research on situations before you call it out on Twitter, because it can end up making you look a little bit stupid. And again, I think this situation, I don't know if this person was trying to stir up controversy.
Yeah, as I said before, their heart is in their heart is in the right place, but yeah, better do some research.
Whatever, or if they were just genuinely a concerned viewer, because again, lots of people concerned viewers, and I think that's okay. But
we definitely need
said,
those.
You kind of got to do your research first and be like 100% sure that this VTuber is 100% copying whatever VTuber you think is copying before you call it out on a public post on Twitter, because once you do that, it's too late. And as you can see, it's already too late with the fact that it's got 507,000 views, right? Lots of people have seen this, lots of people have clowned on it, and the end.
Hey, you know what? At their defense, even like Megalodon actually responded to this whole ordeal, man. You know what? I will consider this a W, but like when it comes to for VTuber lover right here, they started out as an L post, right? But over time, especially that Megalodon noticed it and put like a quote retweet on it, bro, that's a W right there. Even if you get noticed by your Oshi, it is well worth it to get bodied at the comments, It's a W.
Up just looking pretty stupid in general, right? But yeah, as I said, just research things. That's just the best thing. And sometimes you don't even need to make a post about it. If you are genuinely concerned, then you can go to often you can go to these VTubers like Discords and stuff like that. They usually have a support line or whatever where you can speak to moderators who will bring the issue up with the content creator themselves, right? Say if you saw something like this and it was a genuine impersonation attempt and it was like a genuine thing rather than this stupid thing, you can go to the Discord, you can go to the support page, support like tickets, whatever, and just be like, hey, I found this account, I think it's copying them, can you take a look at it and maybe, bring it up with the VTuber themselves and they can sort it out and, get some stuff done, right? A lot of time it doesn't need to be taken into your own hands on a Twitter post. So yeah, I mean, that's essentially all there is for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameStop, use my code Kazo, get 10% off. Again, they've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.
Yeah, but at the same time, like this video doesn't exist without having, talking about this post right here. Yeah, you can just like address it directly to their Discord channels, and like if there's an genuinely impersonation going on, but there'll be like no content. You know what? I prefer having like a public post, even if it's for content, but at the same time it is for content, and you never know that if your Oshi would will notice the post and give it like a reaction to it, which is it is worth it, because not every day, or like not like you got like a slightest slim chance ever to talk or interact with your Oshis. Like I can guarantee you, like it is that hard. So I would call this as a W post, because like they got noticed by their Oshi, W Megalodon. And yeah, and at the same time, do research first before you get bodied, but in a good way, not in like a bad bullied way. But yeah, it's funny though.